Welcome to Var India News Hour. Reimagining business in the digital age is the #1 priority of top executives. As we enter the 10th month of the pandemic, the cases of COVID-19 infection continue to soar worldwide with no peak in sight. People around the world are longing for an end, while researchers and medical experts across the globe continue to learn more about the novel contagion and its bizarre array of symptoms. It is becoming clear that the battle with COVID-19 is not an easy one. The virus has infected both the personal computers and epidemiological endpoints are at the point of crisis. Most countries have deferred the hope of achieving herd immunity until the arrival of a vaccine. The timing of the endpoint will vary by country and will be affected by a number of factors. The global events of the past 10 months have brought unprecedented change to the physical and digital worlds. We have seen that cybercriminals continue and sometimes escalate their activities in times of crisis. The year 2020 has brought major disruptions to both the physical and digital worlds, and these changes are also evident in the cyber threat landscapes. Certain types of attacks have escalated as cybercriminals change tactics, leveraging current events to take advantage of vulnerable targets and advance their activity through new channels. Cybercrime is an ongoing and escalating challenge for both the public and private sectors around the globe. The criminals behind these attacks are now spending significant time, money and efforts to develop scams that are sufficiently sophisticated to victimize increasingly savvy professionals. Let's look into today's headlines in Var India. Airtel Payments Bank has over 1.5 million merchant partners across India. Airtel Payments Bank has upgraded its app to further empower its merchant partners with a range of digital benefits that make the payments journey more simplified. It has come out with two new features, that is Smart ePOS and On-Demand Settlement. Smart ePOS, that is point of sale, enables merchants to use their smartphones as a POS machine to accept digital payments and not worry about handling cash. Merchants simply need to select the Smart ePOS option in the app and QR code will appear on the mobile screen for the payments to be made. Cerian Labs partners with CATS-CM to empower enterprises to align contracts. Cerian Labs, the AI-powered contract lifecycle management platform, announced its partnership and software integration with CATS-CM, the world's top contract management methodology. Through the partnership, Cerian Labs will become the only CLM platform to offer the CATS-CM methodology, enabling businesses to align, monitor and track their contracts and contract governance with the organizational goals. SoftBank may opt for going private. After SoftBank shares stumbled in March with the coronavirus pandemic, SoftBank founder Masayoshi Son returned to the idea of a buyout. SoftBank Group Corp shares soared after the company reached a deal to sell chip designer ARM Limited for as much as $40 billion and revived talks about taking the group private. Masayoshi Son has considered a management buyout of his company since at least 2015 when talks on financing with an overseas partner fell through. Another reason is Son has been frustrated that SoftBank's market capitalization continues to fall far short of the value of his holdings, particularly Alibaba Group Holding Limited. GST Council fails to reach consensus on compensating states. The Goods and Services Tax Council on Monday failed to iron out differences between opposition-ruled states and the centre over the plan to get states to borrow from the market to meet an estimated Rs 2.35 lakh crore shortfall in compensation cess collections this year. Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman asserted that she did not take anybody for granted, as alleged by some state representatives in the council during Monday's discussions, and said the panel will meet again on October 12th. Hackers claim they can now jailbreak Apple's T2 security chip. Recently, a group of hackers claimed that they can jailbreak iPhones and they can also jailbreak Macs and MacBook devices that include Apple's latest line of T2 security chips. The technique of combining the two exploits has been mentioned on Twitter and Reddit over the past few weeks, having been tested and confirmed by several of today's top Apple security and jailbreaking experts. Google rebrands G Suite as Google Workspace. Google has started rebranding its G Suite as the collaboration and productivity market evolves amid a convergence of video conferencing, productivity apps and messaging. This drive is to bring the sharp attention of recent moves to capitalize the drive of work from anywhere trend. Now, with better mail and chat integration, Google Workspace is looking for a more integrated experience. Veeam acquires Kasten to boost in Kubernetes backups. Veeam announced that it has acquired Kasten, a market leader in Kubernetes backup and disaster recovery, for $150 million in cash and equity. This drive is to address the exponential growth of Kubernetes within the customer's environments as it becomes the platform on which cloud-native applications are being built. At the same time, Kasten's approach to Kubernetes mirrors the approach of Veeam to vSphere in the early days of virtualization. Oracle launches its multi-cloud management platform. Oracle has entered the multi-cloud and hybrid management and monitoring fray in what has become a crowded market. The Oracle Cloud Observability and Management Platform is a suite of management, diagnostic and analytics tools to manage multiple clouds and on-premise environments. Multiple vendors are aiming to become a layer that manages multiple clouds. Public providers such as Google Cloud, AWS and Microsoft Azure are eyeing the market. India was second most cyber-attacked nation in last 3 months. India has become the second most cyber-attacked country in the last 3 months after the US, Checkpoint reported. Ransomware attacks have increased by 98% in the US and by nearly 40% in India. The daily average of ransomware attacks in the July to September report rose by 50% globally compared to the first half of 2020, the report says. Government clears 16 proposals worth rupees 11,000 crores investment of making mobile phones. The government has cleared 16 proposals from domestic and international companies entailing investment of rupees 11,000 crores under the Production Linked Incentive, that is PLI scheme, to manufacture mobile phones worth rupees 10.5 lakh crores over the next 5 years. The companies include iPhone maker Apple's contract manufacturers Foxconn Phone Hive, Wistron and Pegatron, apart from Samsung and Ryzen Star. COVID update. The number of reported coronavirus cases from India stood at 67,54,280 with the death toll at 1,04,620. To conclude, the e-learning platforms are at risk. There has been a surge in the usage of online learning platforms during the ongoing pandemic. In the recent past, hackers targeted multiple e-learning portals to steal users' personal information. India-based online learning platform Unacademy also suffered a data breach that exposed details of 22 million users. The unknown hacker kept 21,09,707 user records for sale at $2,000 on darknet forums. The compromised information included usernames, hashed passwords, date of joining, last login date, account status, email addresses, first and last names, and other account profile details. Earlier, a Spanish e-learning platform, 8Belts, suffered a data breach that exposed personal data of over 100,000 e-learners across the globe. Data breach affected 2 million users of Indian e-learning platforms. An unsecured Elasticsearch server belonging to an Indian e-learning platform, Edureka, exposed the personal information of around 2 million users. Surprisingly, the server was left online without password protection, allowing open access to the information on their devices and prompted them to install certain software which had no real benefit, rather was a malware itself. The breach originated from a misconfigured Amazon Web Services S3 bucket, exposing the private data of 8 web users and making them vulnerable to dangerous cyber attacks. Despite sophistication and diversity of the attacks, the methodology is often the same. Whether the actor uses large-scale attacks for financial gains or targeted attacks to support geopolitical interests, an example of this usage is micrsoft.com, which actually sounds Microsoft.com, where the first O is replaced by a zero and can be easily overlooked by human readers as per the Beyond Securities report. Let's wind up for the day, but do not forget to like, share, comment and subscribe to War India News Magazine. Please download the War India app from Google Play Store for the latest news and updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.